of those storms, a Longmeadow house caught fire today, possibly as a result of being struck by lightning. Take a look at this footage Western Mass News shot from the scene. No injuries have been reported, but the house did sustain some damage. Longmeadow fire crews say the cause of that fire remains under investigation, but it is highly suspected to have been caused by lightning.
Bradley International Airport is sending out a friendly reminder to flyers that you have now less than a year to get your real ID, or else you might not be able to catch a flight in the future.
This travel requirement came about after the 9/11 terrorist attacks, but was never implemented. Western Mass News reporter Glenn Kittle joins us live from Bradley. And Glenn, this has been in the works for some time now, so remind us what we need to know.
Yeah, Chris, Abby, in order to get on any domestic or international flights in the U.S., you're going to need to get that gold star on the top of your license starting next May. Now, airport officials earlier today are reminding people to get that real ID before you get turned away at the airport. May 7th, 2025, a date that should be circled on all air travelers' calendars. That's when the TSA will start turning folks away if they don't have that coveted gold star atop their license or a passport. It's a Homeland Security effort that came in response to the 9/11 terrorist attacks, but implementation has been delayed several times.
Coordinated effort by the federal government to improve the reliability and accuracy of driver's license and identification cards. The improvements are intended to inhibit terrorists' ability to evade detection by using fraudulent IDs.
At Bradley International Airport on Thursday, Connecticut's Department of Motor Vehicles Commissioner Tony Guerrera announced over 80% of Connecticut license holders already have real ID, but he's urging others to act sooner rather than later.
Don't show up, a week before May and do all this and think you're going to have your license right then and there. It's probably going to take about 2 or 3 weeks to get that license because of the verifications that we need to do.
We checked the Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles website for their latest info. As of May 9th, it shows Massachusetts is 54% Real ID compliant. The fee for upgrading your existing license to Real ID is $25, but if it's time to renew your license, the fee is $50, which includes the Real ID star. TSA agents at Bradley are now handing out these QR codes to help speed up the process, taking them to a website that will instruct them on how to get the proper paperwork needed for the Real ID. People choosing the skies for their holiday destinations tell Western Mass News the process to get their Real ID is a fairly simple process.
In the state of Florida, when you went to renew your license, they already offered it to you, said it was something that was going to be coming. I just take advantage of everything, so I'll be ahead of the game.
Easy, you just have to show proof of residency, citizenship.
From what I remember, pretty easy, pretty painless.
Now, if you don't get your Real ID by that May 7th, 2025 deadline, don't worry. You can still use your passport to get through the TSA lines. And we'll include a link on our website at westernmassnews.com where you can find more information on how to get that Real ID as soon as possible. Reporting live from Bradley International Airport, Glenn Kittle for Western Mass News.
Glenn, thank you for that live report.